Yeah. Hi, everybody.
Oh,
Welcome.
live!
Dun, 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 drum roll.
Yeah,
I'm Teri, holding your space, and this is my friend Sally, Sal Rods, as many know her here. So, welcome, everybody, and thank you for being here. And thank you for being here, Sally.
and thank you for inviting me here, Terry.
Always. This is always one of the number ones. I was telling Sally this is like a show that just builds on itself with momentum after we put it out there because everybody wants to see what's in your backyard, Sally.
Yeah, well, sometimes you do and sometimes you don't. Uh,
Oh,
it's yeah, I mean, there are some interesting things that come, and I have a few to show today. I also will talk a little bit about the trip that I had to Sedona, and you know, some of what happened there. Um, so yeah, I don't have anything that's like really cool colors today, other than past stuff, but I'll show those as well.
yay. All right. Sounds great. I'm going to say hi to a few people. Annie Bear's here. Mary Starshine just dropped by. Hello, love.
Nice.
Barbara, Jules Niner, loves to boogie. I love that.
She's a very good dancer.
I love a dance. I love a dance, Julie. Love the music. Hypnicity, good morning.
Hi, ethnicity.
Good to see you. Annie Bear's here.
Hi,
Um,
Annie.
Mariana Colton, welcome, welcome.
Hi there, Mariana.
Yeah, and anybody who's coming by, I think I saw Kelly. Yeah, Kelly's up here. There's Kelly. Barbara, good. Hello. One of the Barbaras is here. So, yeah, everybody will start coming in. But
One of
hey,
the
Medusa. There's Medusa. Hello, darling.
nice.
Oh, she said she was just circled by 3 hawks in her backyard.
Wow.
So that's in your backyard. That's awesome.
Yeah.
My backyard is blowing. Like I've got the window open and it is just coming in, all the wind. Unbelievable today. So lots of energy, everybody. Hi, Linda. So, yeah. So Sally had invited me to this thing, and Annie Bonds.
Bond.
Bond. I always add the S. I don't know what it is with that.
I don't. I wouldn't normally correct you, but it is her name.
It
So
is her name. You are correct. Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
think of it this way, your bond is your word.
Oh, I like. Okay, I can. That
You know,
just went in the vault. Thank you. I'll never forget that.
there you go. Hi,
There's.
Randy.
Hey, Randy. How you doing? And the other Barbara's here. I knew we'd have 2 Barbaras
Hi.
today. Yeah. So anyway, Annie Bond, anybody that doesn't know her, does the Trinity healing and many other healings. She has a vast wealth of knowledge about the body, mind, and spirit. And she's going to be on the channel next month. You introduced me to her, and I took a course with her too that I loved, and I really dearly wished that I would have gone to Sedona with you
Hmm.
for the retreat with her because she's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you guys,
Always next year, but you have to, when I tell you what's happening, you have to jump.
I'm going to jump in there. Yeah,
It's going to be a hot ticket.
right. And I think everybody here is going to want to be there as well. She's just amazing. And so you're going to show us some stuff that happened while you were in Sedona.
Yeah, I'll talk a little bit about it.
Okay. And then also some things about Nancy Rebecca, the energy that she had brought in, which I kind of love because she was just on the channel. So anybody here that's listening, you'll be excited, I think. I am. And I get to sit back and watch. So fun.
I have to say a special hello because I have the chat open. I don't know how to close it, but I see that Gretchen is listening. So
yeah.
Gretchen is my little friend. It's Randy's dog. And
Oh,
Gretchen, hello, little friend Gretchen.
hi, Gretchen.
Face wash soon. She likes a face wash. So.
Oh, with a rag?
I put my hands and I go like this and they wash her face.
Oh, that's so
full face
sweet.
wash. Yeah. So I have today with me a couple of friends. This here is Finny, right, Finn? Yeah.
Oh,
Down here is Rafi. Those are my friends' dogs who I've been watching now for almost 3 weeks. So, yeah.
you're a good friend.
Well, sometimes you try to help. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah. We've got a dog that we watch sometimes that Tyler's in love with, and Tyler doesn't like many other dogs. So,
Yeah. Rafi is a little. He gets very nervous. He gets terrified. When Gretchen came to visit, sweetie, I can't have a laptop right now. It's not my thing.
oh,
I know he really likes to be on people's laps. But anyway, he got terrified of little tiny Gretchen. So,
yeah. Yeah. I agree, Jules. I think that looks like the perfect slumber party. There's a pool, there's
don't care
energy.
about the space. It's like whatever's functional for me is okay. Oh, stop, sweetie pie. What is it? No, I don't want that.
Aw, little babies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that. Okay.
No, it's okay.
Shall we jump in?
We shall.
All right. Share screen. Let's do it.
Okay.
Window, entire screen. Oh, come on, honey. We can't be doing that. I don't know if I did the right one, but let's go.
Okay.
So, this is my what's up. Today's date, and I just wanted to bring a little awareness about the javelina. And one thing, I have a lot of animals here, and many people don't like the javelinas so much because, they kind of stink and this and that. But when you look into their little eyes like this, and then they bring their little babies, their newborn babies around, you want to help them. Anyway, so where to today? We're going to do talk about some synergy, and that's really talking about some of the Nancy Rebecca things, color codes, waves of light. These are all things that I've observed, and then some video captures. And this is a little bit busy, I know. Let me see if I can, I don't really want to. Okay, I'll just do it. So if you didn't catch Nancy Rebecca as Teri's guest, I would recommend you go back and check out that show. I put the link here, and Teri said she'd put the link after the show.
Yeah. It'll be in the description, and then in 24 hours, it'll be on the last phase of the show. It'll just pop up.
Yeah. So she talked about how blue light waves are coming in, and in some way, there are codes that are contained in the light, and that somehow they get into the body. I mean, you need to go to hear what she said herself, because I just take the little piece that works for me, and I kind of leave the rest.
We all do. Yeah.
So anyway, I asked myself, I don't know if you know the Talking Heads, but this is for Diana. And I asked myself, how did I get here?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Hi, everybody. It looks like how I got here is how I got here. So, yeah, she just phased out. I don't know if her power went out or what. So, can everybody see me? So this could be just and it's 11:11, right, Annie Bear? Yeah, there's a lot of information encoded in the light that's coming in, and it's crystalline energy, and it's synergy, right? So it's coming in energy and frequency at the same times. Yeah, this happens all the time to her. Yeah. So we'll get this going. She'll be back. But but this light that's coming in is crystalline energy, and it comes in and it actually goes into our cellular structure. Not just our physical forms, not just our auric field, but also what's called our light body. And our light bodies, it's like a holograph that goes around your auric field, is how I see it. And I'm just talking about the blue light and changing the cellular structure of your physical body, your auric field, and your light body coming in and changing. So, yay, you're back.
I guess somehow I got dumped, but come on, my friend. I'm going to try and share entire screen. Does that work, Teri, if I share entire screen?
Yeah, sure. No worries.
I'll try that. I know my screen is messy, but we'll deal with it. Okay, so I don't know where it was that I cut out. I think probably, I mean, I didn't hear Teri for any of this stuff when I was talking.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's where it cut off.
Okay, anyway, I was just saying that we had that literal blue wave of light where the back of my yard kind of looked like a blue aurora borealis, which was really cool. I also get those flashes of color on my phone or embedded in video. So I have a few of those that I thought I'd show. And then I get these things I call streamers and waves of color. And I just thought I would look at Google, what the Google says. And the Google says that the color is the frequency of visible light. And look at where it ranges from 430 trillion hertz red to 750 trillion hertz violet. And waves can go beyond and below those frequencies, but they're not visible to the human eye, which I thought was really interesting.
Wow, that's amazing. I love that picture.
This one, whoops. So this one, I'm going to have to undo it. This one is, let me make that big. This one is one of my favorite codes that I got. This occurred back in, I think, August of this past year. And yes, that is me. And somehow I was out in front of my house looking at my camera, you know, talking to the things, because that's what I used to do all the time. And I got this really beautiful code. And it didn't, sometimes what it does is it will just take like half a screen or a part of the screen, and it will leave the rest as a regular image of the, sorry, for those who don't know what these are things that my Reolink camera will capture. And it sends them to me via my phone, or it actually embeds in the video that's stored on the hard drive. So this particular one, I was looking at my phone when this came to me, and that's how I was able to capture it. And let me see if I can send to back. Here's another.
Wow.
So you can see here that there's some code stuff here. You can see some blue light over on the other side of the tree. And then it just kind of pixelates me. Just kind of a cool image.
Really great image. Yeah.
And then there's this one here. Another time, this was on my backyard. You can see the stripe of my shorts, and I'm holding my camera. But over here, you can see that there's some, like, I'll make it big. I'll try to make it big anyway.
Wow.
Over here, you can see that there's this UPC type coding stuff. Let me see. And
yeah,
there's like,
you're getting that a lot, aren't you?
Well, I got this a ton before. I don't get it so much now. I bring it up now because I actually did get, I think the last time I said, yeah, I haven't been getting any color codes or flashes. I got one recently.
Oh, good.
So somehow, and it seems like sometimes they show up when I'm getting frustrated with things, because I was really trying to understand something that happened, and I'll talk about it in Sedona. And I had decided it was all hooey. So I just kind of, and that was when I got the color flash. So yeah. And let's see what this one is. Oops, let me just delete it. And this one, right. Where's this one? Oh yeah, that's another one of me.
What? That's such a cool image.
Right?
Yeah, it's awesome, man.
Look,
Are you dancing?
no, I think I was holding my hand out to, I wasn't even moving, I was just holding my hand out, and it created this thing. So, I really began to, when Nancy said that about things getting into you, I began wondering about whether these codes or whatever they are have become embedded in me. And this is their representation of the joining.
That makes so much sense, Sally. I can really feel that. Yeah, when you said that, I just got chills.
So
I think by you showing us that, you're sharing that energy, and we're all getting it as well.
Well,
I mean,
check
I really
this
feel
out.
that.
So I've never really done a whole bunch of screenshots. I will just show you right now. So these are all, and this isn't even all of them.
Whoa, amazing. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they're for me, they're just so beautiful,
Yeah.
And some of them are so intricate in what they're showing.
Mhm.
I can just look at these, Perhaps I need to take more time and really present something nicely that illustrates these better.
I think it's beautiful just the way it is.
Isn't that something, though? Look at that.
Yeah, that looks like the universe, doesn't it, you guys?
And the thing is, I would talk out loud, and I would ask it questions. And I developed this system of, if it's a yes, give me another flash within a count of 4. And it was doing that. And then I lost my second hard drive, and I got really pissed off. So I kind of, my energy went south. And anyway, now I guess I'm regrouping. But I have hundreds of these that I've collected. And some of them might be dupes, I don't know. But here you can even see the javelina over here, and the whole thing over here is kind of the other thing with what Nancy said about the waves coming in. You can almost see it here, right? You can see these streamers of these waves kind of coming in, which I think is really interesting.
It's beautiful.
And you can see this here too on the right. I don't know what that is, but
wow.
I'll kind of go through them quickly.
Okay, you don't have to be so quick. We're enjoying them. So.
Well,
we're
there's
happy
a lot to talk about.
Okay. Granted. Hi, Warrior Widow. Mary Thornberry says, Dolores Cannon says that these codes and sacred geometry symbols will download, and that we do not need to understand it, but we need it, and we will know instinctually what to do. I believe that.
Huh?
Yeah. I believe that we don't have to judge ourselves when these things come in, that we have to know it right now.
Yeah.
That
you
can remember.
A really good point. I mean, for me, I'm someone who likes to know. And I do struggle with the lack of understanding sometimes, with what is this? Why is this here? What am I supposed to do with it? Trying to let go of that, but it's just not easy. It's just not my nature. I'm very, but this one's pretty cool, isn't it?
Well, that's why they came to you too, because you're a statistician. I mean, you know the data, And you work with data.
Well, the thing that I find helpful with my obsession with data, it's a little bit of an obsession, um, is that when you see something initially, you might fixate on one thing, right? You might say, "Oh, remember the Cocopelli image? Oh, that's so cool," but you ignore the other things, and then time goes by and you realize, well, wait a minute, what about all those other things that were there? But maybe you don't have all of that information anymore. Okay, Mr. Bull, I see you. So, but me, I have basically almost all of the stuff. I have now a cat who wants to say hello. Come on up, Boo-Boo.
Oh, Mr. Boo.
Come on up, Boo-Boo. You're a brave boy.
Yeah, Medusa says, I know the string means something important like everything else happening. I will find out when the time is right.
Yeah.
Love that. Whoa. Amazing. Yeah. That first one that you showed us of the pink with your outline in it.
Yeah.
That's either going to be on the front of a documentary or a book.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's I mean, I could see it being a cover. I've thought about writing a book,
Yeah.
because there's a lot to say. Not that I have the answers, but there's a lot that I can say, like, look at this. I mean, a person could just spend a lot of time thinking about what that is.
Yeah. Lynn puts down an interesting point. Just write down impressions. Do the color combinations make you happy, pensive, calm?
Yeah.
Keep a journal of the combination and the impressions. That might be a good start.
Yeah.
It's a great idea, Lynn.
Yeah. Hi, Lynn. Yeah. So anyway, you can see there are gobs and gobs of these. Some of them.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah. So this was around September. This was in September. You see the date there. And things were getting kind of crazy then. I remember that was when the Cocopelli thing showed up, remember?
Yeah.
And then it was crossover dreams. So, yeah. Anyway, that's.
Wow. It looks like it's a time jump when it does the wavy lines like that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Well, that's what I see it being.
Yeah.
And that's what Andrew says too, time traveling. Yeah. Wow.
Anyway, this was maybe not an. Anyway. I don't know how many are here. Where am I in this? Okay, I'm at 150 and there are probably over 200. So don't want to spend all of the time on these.
Yeah, whatever you want to do, we're happy. We're just sitting in your backyard.
Yeah, right.
Having a little drive-in movie, flying movie.
Let's go to some of the blue waves. Okay, so that was, remember, I'm kind of trying to draw, in my mind, some synergies between some of what Nancy Rebecca said and what I've seen. So these are some historic things, as I said, that I've captured of the blue light. So,
whoa.
Yeah, these aren't necessarily things that anybody has seen before.
No, you have not shown these before.
Yeah. I have a ton of stuff I haven't shown before. So these are just, I didn't do anything special. I mean, I could go back to these times, hopefully, and find these things if I haven't lost them. But, it's just, I just really wanted to illustrate some of the waves, some of the light that I've seen or that I've captured.
Yeah.
And these are just pictures that I took of my monitor.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
And yes, that's my house there, guys.
It's so cute.
Thanks.
Yeah, and it is beautiful, isn't it, Lynn? Yeah, the universe loves to surprise us. Love that. Randy says there are a zillion.
Yeah. I had one that was like, I have a video somewhere of like this blue wave thing that comes in, and it makes this loop and like a ta-da right above here, right above my entry.
Whoa.
And again, I don't know. You have to remember when you look at these things that there's no depth here. You know, like it could be that these things are just on the screen and not necessarily on the house. So just to keep in mind. I mean, sometimes you can see things are behind something else. That's why I like to put things outside. That's why I leave things outside.
Oh, good idea.
So I can get more of a sense of it. But this one's kind of cool, huh?
Really cool. So
Yeah.
this was little more than a year ago.
Yep.
Wow. Wow. It's coming in from both sides.
Yeah. And I think, I go in the wrong direction. I think I just, I could only deal with so much of this. So I've kind of compartmentalized some of it,
Sure.
because it was just too much for me to think about and try to understand.
Wow. I can see a face in that one.
In this one?
Yeah.
Huh.
And it's interesting. Whoa. Look at all that color, you guys. This crystalline energy always comes in for me to the skull. And skulls are such a sacred symbol in indigenous populations all around the world, if not the universe. But but the skull being activated is, for some reason, really important to that. There's somebody I know in Sedona, and she has a collection of like hundreds of skulls.
Wow.
And the colors of them are just amazing.
Huh.
Anyway, yeah.
I only have a few skulls.
I only have one.
And they're not human. This one's cool. Look at the pink in there, huh?
Yeah, it's just stunning. Yeah. It is hard to choose, isn't it, Medusa? Yeah, so beautiful, Kelly. Oh, whoa.
This one almost looks like a dinosaur.
That's what I was seeing, a T-Rex, right?
I don't know what they're called, but the ones with the long necks.
Yeah. Oh, they're called something else.
Yeah, I don't know, some type of.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, my kids would know. Wow. So this is just amazing and so beautiful.
I'm afraid Finny might need to go outside.
Oh, go ahead. I can chat. I can chat all day.
Back in just a second. Sorry.
Let me tell you about me, everybody. No. Well, it's interesting. What Sally was talking about is that sometimes things change, the energy that comes in. For a long time, Brontosaurus hypnicity says, I love that, Medusa. So for a long time, I've had like thousands, if not hundreds of orbs that come into my room in the morning. And lately, they've really slowed down because I feel like the energy has changed. It's shifted. So it's quite interesting how these things come in at different times. But when that crystalline energy comes in and activate our skulls, I'm just noticing that then the rest of our skeletal system is activated with the crystalline energy. And Nancy Rebecca talked a little bit about that too. That is it silica? I believe it's the silica. And then in turn, our DNA is activated, and boom, all the other systems come aboard in our bodies and also in our subtle senses at the same time, so that not only are our bodies upgrading, but our minds are getting the subtle senses, like remembering our clairs, but then our clairs get even deeper and deeper. And Nancy Rebecca also has a series that she's done, and I don't think she's quite done with it, but a new one's coming out like a couple of times a week, and going deeper into your senses and your clairs, like how you hear spirit and what they say and how you hear the frequency, and it just goes deeper, which with each one, which is really important because then you pick up the neural pathways and your brain makes those neural pathways to the spirit. So it's really an upgrade. Jules says, I am seeing fairies in my home now, not just on our property, and I hear them tinkering around in my witch boxes, right? Yeah. So, Jules, this is going to be happening more and more. And it's good that you guys are all here because people are going to need help with this as it comes into them. I started hearing spirit this week talking to me in a real voice. Like I always hear spirit and feel them, right? But I'm starting to hear them physically as well, which is interesting. And hey, Teri, which I haven't heard since my dad died like 10 years ago, and my stepmom. And then they used to come in and talk to me all the time. But anyway, so it's interesting how all this is happening. Medusa says, going through the process of humanity is so hard. I think that this is the last learning experience before being free to roam the universe in peace. Oh, from your lips, Medusa. I love that. Yeah. Oh, and consciously Ellen says that last night we had a time jump last night and she was quite excited about it. Yeah.
Cool.
Definitely. Okay.
I don't know if you can see this golden one here.
Goldenrod, yeah.
The one of the things that I showed Annie Bond was something that looks like a golden spear. I think I've shown it before, maybe on one of the first shows that I did with Val.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, it reminded me of one of her teachings when she was talking about source, prana coming in this into the body as this golden, rod of light or something. It was cool hearing her talking about that.
Whoa, check it out. That's a rainbow.
Yeah.
Wow.
There it is. This one was the one that I was talking about that was going ta-da as it came in. It did this thing. I have it on the video, but this is the money shot is the still.
Yeah, the money shot is the still on this one. That's just plain showmanship right there. Yeah, it looks like a spinning wheel.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's another song.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and Annie calls them the golden white light.
Mm. Yeah, these things remind me of, Annie, when you say swoosh, swooshing this or that, these are like the swooshes, right?
Yeah. So that, the flower of life for me is that golden rod light.
Mm.
And it's interesting when Dr. Gale does Solaris Healing Center. Solaris is a star where the, archangels and ascended masters would go for healing that she takes people to. And that's a golden white star too.
Huh.
Yeah. Prepare to launch.
Okay.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
When I recently went to that retreat with Annie, it was at Sedona Mago. It's like 150 some acres. Basically, you have to get there through a very long washboard type road, unpaved. But you get things like this on your arrival. And I really liked this photo that I took because you can see the heart inside the heart, if you will. I don't know if you can see it well this way.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I can make it bigger. I don't know. Maybe not. I think it's as
Oh,
big.
I can see it. Yeah, I think everybody can see it.
But yeah, I really enjoyed that. So this was just a tree that was, on the grounds.
It's nature doing her thing.
Yeah, I love to take nature photos. Okay, so where are we? We're here. Okay, let me get it smaller. So, as I said, we had I had the retreat with Annie, and most of the time we were in groups, in a group, one group in a big circle, and doing a lot of meditations. I highly recommend her book, which is Awakening Prana. In the book, you'll find that she includes QR codes to various meditations and sound healings, which for me as a little techie geek, I really appreciate that. So I don't have to go find it, just scan the QR code. And we went to they have a bunch of different vortexes at this place. And some of them were like associated with trees. And one night, me and some of my friends went to this tree here. So this is the grandfather vortex. So they had kind of energy associated with them, which of course I couldn't feel, but others could. This tree we paid a visit to on the night of the 28th, and I used my camera set up there. And I just wanted to see, what we could capture, if anything, because I've never taken any video anywhere other than at my house. And it's been a question to me about, is it this place, or is it every place, or exactly what is it, right? So I wanted to test it, and I felt this was a good time, and I was trying to do it in a way that wasn't disrespectful of this location. I'm not going to name names of the people who are in the photos or the video. I do have a little video if we can show it. But, this is just one of those light streamers, or the swooshes, or the waves coming in, right?
Mm-hmm.
And here is another, so these are things that were flying, and things were flying from the second I set up cameras. There were some things that, flew that were more observable, or more, easier to see than others. So I wanted to show you a couple of things. So here, I found, maybe we could do this one first. I know this is, we'll go to the other one. Forget it.
Oh, that's great. Whatever you want to do.
Well, you know how it is. I get talking, and that's all there is. I just have to remember, because I had a little bathroom incident. So.
Oh.
Information.
Deanne wants to know what kind of tree that was. Was that a?
I don't know. Maybe one of the other people.
Yeah.
I can't remember the type. It's the type that I had at the church when I grew up. I'll think about it.
I want to say it's like sequoia, but it's not a sequoia.
No, it's a cedar of some sort, but I don't remember. It's over 200 years old, that tree.
Yeah, you can see the muscles in that tree.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It was a really cool tree, and I was just kind of waiting around for my turn. And so there's a little one. As I was waiting around, because when we went there as a group, it was during the day, and there were like 15 of us. So we each had some time with the tree to feel it and interact with it. I was just kind of standing there, and I was given some memories, or they were touched from when I was growing up. And frankly, a lot of the retreat was kind of taking me back to childhood. I had visions of me and sensations of me being in some of the sugar maples that I used to climb when I was a kid. And I would go up there when it was windy and, move with the tree. It was one of my favorite things to do. So anyway, kind
Wow.
of. So 1941,
18.
1. It's probably as close as I'm going to get. Okay, so here we have, we're moving here. It's just, you can see some energy moving around. And the bus comes in from the left by camera 1 and comes across this way. And it's one that I haven't seen before.
Wow.
There was a little one, but this one is a little bit bigger and it's more pronounced. It goes right across the tree.
Oh my, yeah. Does this one did they just turn into a bird too?
No.
Okay. Sometimes it looks like they have wings.
Yeah, no, this one, I think I was at the wrong time.
Oh, okay.
41. Okay, I'm advancing. Here it comes over here. See by camera 1? You see a little streak?
Yes. Wow.
Pretty cool.
Really cool.
And we can see
And that's a big tree.
It's a big tree, yeah.
Yeah.
I was feeling like I should climb it, like it wanted me to climb it, by giving me those visions. But I didn't feel that was, if I were by myself, maybe I would have done it.
If I had a ladder, I might think about it.
Oh, I would try it with just me, but
Yeah. Wow. That is so amazing.
Yeah, it was a bus. It's a kind that I'm not familiar with.
Yeah.
Which I thought was interesting,
Different place, right?
Yeah.
And it's an owl or a ship?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But
Kelly wants to know if you hugged the tree.
I did. And we had a moment when so I went in and I spoke with the tree, and the tree suggested that we needed to do some singing and dancing. Because, it's always so, it's always a quiet and kind of reverent, shall we say, atmosphere there. So it wanted some performance, so we gave it to it. Hopefully, let's see if we can find. Okay, so this is the other camera 2.
Okay, so now you're setting up the camera. Oh,
this is a car in the background. That's a car right there. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
You can see the stuff starting to fly, and I was like, "Oh no, guys, that's got to be dust. That's got to be dust."
I don't know. I don't know.
I know, Teri. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, you can. I don't know if you can hear us in the background talking, but I'm gonna just kind of move it a little bit faster.
Just a mumble, not a lot. God, you're so lucky to bring all that out there and to have that. That's huge.
Yeah, well, like I found it was really pretty easy, because I have a Blue Eddy, which is like a power source. So I just had that, and I actually had my monitor in my car so we could see what was going on. And you can see things flying here as she goes in.
Yeah, they're really getting active. They were real excited about you guys. Are you guys chanting now? Oh my gosh, look at that, you guys.
No, we aren't yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna just move ahead because it's almost an hour already.
Oh, well, I'm fine. I've got time. So, and everybody always enjoys it. So
So,
we're going to hang out.
what I did, you asked if, I don't know, at some point I did my goofy, this is Sal Rod's, calling all beings of the highest dimension. I did that little.
Nice.
I did that little call out. And, oh, did you see that little one?
No, I was reading everybody's stuff that they're talking about. Cedar is sacred medicine tree, Deanne says.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah.
Anyway, there's a lot of stuff coming in. Oh, that was the one I wanted to show.
Oh, yeah.
Right around. There he is. And this is a different one, too. I mean, once we all started getting our vibe was really, really high. This is the one that was a little different. I think it comes back around. Yeah.
Wow. Oh, that's really interesting. That's the one that looks like a bird. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love those. You guys, she gets these in her backyard all the time. Those of you that haven't seen this before.
Yeah. But this one's a little different. But yes, yeah. I get similar things.
Yeah. Annie says, the first time I heard Sally talk to the sky, I jumped. Right?
Yeah, well, there's that. See what Mr. Boo does. He's like, "Wah! What are you doing?" There it goes again.
Wow. Yeah.
So let me move on here because, time.
Well, spirit and light beings, everybody loves the frequency of using your voice. Like that's one of the most important things we can do. That singing, I feel like, and chanting is so important, mantras. But then also, if you go to a place where people are singing in unison, you're going to find a lot of spirits there, whether they're galactic or somebody that's passed from an earthly body. A lot of them will come in.
Interesting. Okay, let's see if I can find where I show up.
Oh, look at that one. Is that one of your friends? Okay, that's one of your friends.
Yeah.
Okay, but I think something flew off her. I think there was something on her that flew off her.
Back.
Yeah. Okay, the one in the red, you guys watch her. I don't know if you can see her with the red on. Yeah, there she is. Okay. I think one just went in the tree. Huh. I thought I saw something come off her.
It's easy to,
dive bomber.
And it's easy to think things are there that may not be. And I mean, I do it all the time. Those are my rabbits. Here I go.
Wow. So cute. Oh my God, look at that, you guys. They love that.
Right?
I love it. Yeah. Bringing them in.
You gotta fix the technology.
Oh my gosh, beautiful.
Yeah, it was fun. We
Yeah.
had this was probably my favorite experience of the retreat. I mean, there were many, but this was just, I really enjoyed having people just be goofy with me, and be okay with whatever was around.
Yeah. Well, that's the way we ought to be. We ought to be little kids having fun with this and having joy,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, for sure.
I mean, I feel like that. I get really bored when people want to be very uptight with spirituality.
Do 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 do.
There
Woo!
you go. I love it. There's
Really,
wow. They love you. Look at that. Oh man, you guys are raising the roof there. Wow. Oh my goodness gracious. Waves of light. Could you see this on the camera then as this was happening, or you guys don't have any idea that's going on?
well, there were a couple people in my car, maybe 3 people in my car watching the feed, and you
Yeah,
could hear them going, "Oh, whoa, that's not
I love that. Wow. That is amazing. Man, yeah, an orb tsunami, Deanne
us,
said.
right?"
Yeah, and Nancy Rebecca is talking about the tsunami of light coming
Yeah,
in. A lot of people are right now. We've seen that in our meditations too.
they would be LOGNA. How's that?
Aw.
So we had a great time. I'm gonna end that part there so that we can, because it's almost an hour.
Yeah, it
Anyway,
is amazing.
that was a beautiful time that we had together. I think I'm going to skip the hotel room until I have that working a little bit better. But what happened in the hotel room stays in the hotel room. No, I'm kidding. What happened in the hotel room was that night, I think it was the previous night to this that I just showed you. And I had tried to take the camera out to record at a new moon, you know, ritual, if you will, or just the new moon, see what was around. And for some reason, it didn't record anything. I don't know. Maybe I did something wrong. Maybe I didn't turn something on, but the lights were on. It appeared to be going. But when I got back, there was nothing there. So I set up the cameras in my room to make sure they were functioning. And I just left them on IR overnight, infrared. So no like visible light to me, just a little red glow. And I captured what I know now is some flashes. The flashes appear to be, well, it's like a big flash of light, but what's happening is the camera is going off and on from infrared. So it doesn't go ever to a spotlight, an actual light. It just turns the IR off. And then it turned it on again, and then it turned it off, and then it turned it on. And so it's like off, on, off, on, like 4 times. And it did that multiple times throughout the night. Accompanying that are some noises. And that was my rabbit hole that I went down yesterday. I was trying to get it to a place where I could present it nicely so that you could actually hear it. I'm not there yet. So I'm going to just leave it at that for now and go on to the next stuff, if that's okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, it left me, as I said, kind of after all of that feeling like I didn't know what the heck was going on again. And, you know, just doubting, and for me, that's, something that happens.
That's
So,
the human condition,
yeah, right.
right? Yeah, doubt.
So when I got back home, initially I was, I did record stuff. Where am I here? I did record stuff on earlier days. But the interesting thing, I don't know if you can see it, but down here at the bottom of my screen, you can see where it says camera 2, and there's
Mhm.
a little spot here around 3 a.m. where there's,
Mhm.
and for some reason, it didn't record anything right there. I don't know why.
Hmm.
And you can see that it does that every time it switches over to another hour. But there are also some little ones here that seem to be breaks in the recording. I don't know why. Haven't sorted that out yet. I get the regular ones. I don't get the irregular ones. But
I wonder if it's not time jumping a bit or dimension shifting.
I don't know. But I got curious about
Mhm.
and there's also a weirdness with the time here. So it's actually 2:52 because the time change had occurred, but my camera, I didn't change the time on it yet.
Yeah.
But the really cool thing was at about it's about as close as I can get. So we want to get to 11, and then I'll stop it. So I don't know if you can hear it, but there appears to be some, or there's sounds. The sound is like chirp, 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 chirp. There's some sound in there that I can't explain.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going frame by frame now. So for those of you who may recall, I showed some displays, lightning displays or something else over my neighbor's house.
Yeah.
There were 2 previously that I captured. Here's another one.
Wow.
And this one is just this single instance. And then it's gone. So it's a little bit different than some of the other ones, which were, more protracted. But the fact that I found it is kind of, it's a shot in the dark that I'm going to find that.
Wow.
Yeah, that's all it was, just the one. But it had been raining some, but no lightning, no thunder.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just wanted to show it because, it's just another drop in the bucket, right? The other thing that I've noticed is that there's much more activity. It seems like there's much more activity around when I'm on camera. I can't explain it, but I'll give you some examples. So on the 15th at 21:12:50, whatever it was.
21:12:50, I think is what you said.
21:12, 21.
Whoa. Yeah.
With the doggos, and things are just flying in, and this is pretty consistent when I go outside. The glow that you see over at the right is the moon, so that big glow.
Yeah. Oh, they're having the happy dance, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can see, I don't know if you saw that. That was a cool one.
Yeah. I see one of the buses coming in.
Yeah, it was what I call the gliders. So it's kind of up
Okay.
here in this area.
Oh, yes. That was beautiful.
More recently. And I'll try to stop it when I see it.
Wow.
Yeah. Right there. This one right here by the hummingbird feeder.
Yeah.
They kind of come as like this. They're different than like some of the ones that move. These go as a, yeah, it's like a shape. It takes a shape and it just flies as that shape. Not as a streamer, but as like a shape. And sometimes they come in tandem, which are kind of cool. But yeah, there's just a lot more activity now when I go outside.
They're just having fun, aren't they?
Yeah.
So that longer one that came in, I wonder if they're a carrier.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But you see that many of these things are coming from the ground and going up.
Yeah. They are. They're beautiful.
Let me see if I can get another one. There have been some very cool things. Let me show you the blue tendril at 2727. That was the 16th?
2027.
16. 20.
Oh, the date.
Yeah.
Okay.
So many numbers. 20.
Yeah. Warrior Widow has invited all of us to come join her in Sedona. She's renting a house. We won't all show up, I promise, Warrior Widow. But that's very generous. Yeah, I'd love to.
2007. 0727. I'm at 06. These are cool, and I've seen more of these also. See, there it is right there. Did you see that?
Yes, it's stunning.
It went right here. And it flies across.
Wow.
I don't know where that one went now, but
the one on the far right there,
yeah,
on the
right
window.
next door. I just don't remember the time that it came in. Oh,
Right there.
yeah, I just moved it. Darn it all.
Aw.
But you can see it just came down here. Did you see that?
Yes.
And it's flying across.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah, it's if it's some type of like a gossamer strand of something. But
right.
The thing is, this is coming underneath a patio roof, so I don't know how that would happen if it's a physical thing. You know what I mean? Like a spider web or something.
Yeah.
There it is.
Mm.
See, and you can see that it's in front of that, and then it comes back here, and then it comes around and swooshes in.
It's beautiful.
Really cool, huh?
Yeah. So I do feel like there's those gossamer threads that come in that we weave when we weave a new story. And they talk about that with Grandmother Spider a
Mm.
lot, and indigenous stories too, about weaving stories.
Mm-hmm. I recognize we're already over time, so
Oh,
I
wow.
want to give the option to end it.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, if you guys want to hang out for a while, I will too.
Okay. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
fine,
I've got time.
fine showing more.
Okay, yeah, we're loving it.
Okay, I don't want to.
Oh, Deanne says it looks like a snake,
I
the
had
long one.
I had one. Some stuff that I wanted to show from last night.
Have fun, Annie. She's going shopping with her son.
Bye, Annie. Thanks for coming.
Oh, Mary asks, she says, I'm wondering if these visitors would respond to tuning forks. Maybe trying different frequencies would change their activities.
Yeah, I've done some investigations with sound. I haven't shown any of that. And it's more the Solfrigo or whatever they're called, the frequencies I've used. I haven't used tuning forks. And I'm not sure if there is something there or not. So I haven't, usually I use it with Bug Not Bug. If
Yeah.
Bug Not Bug is around. And I have some video. I was planning to show that, but then other things just, kind of came up. I want to find the one from last night that was really cool. Let me see. Yeah, it was. Oh, this one is the 18th at just after midnight. And here I am again.
Yes. With babies. Wow.
Ralphie is a very sensitive dog.
They love him.
And I'm just speeding it up a little to get to the part I want to show. He is so sensitive. If he smells something, he won't go to the bathroom outside. He's so, and obviously there are animals all over the place here.
Yeah, sure. Has to be comfortable. I understand. I had a dog like that.
Yeah.
Well, they sure do like you being out there, don't they? Look at all those orbs, you guys.
Yeah. I wish I had blocked off my body, but what are you gonna do?
No, they're there because of you.
Well,
It's great. We're here because of you.
there was just one that was flying across the yard.
Oh, Denise had a huge download last night. Hard to text. Right, Denise? It gets you.
Wow.
I wasn't making a lot of sense, I felt like, in meditation this morning. Oh, hello. Here comes the blizzard.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the frequency is so high that the words are just kind of floating around in space around us, I feel like. Kind of hard to grab.
I think this is the one where something like one of those gliders kind of comes here as I'm walking away. And that's when it gets more interesting after I leave. You see right here?
Oh, yeah, I see it.
And did you see that one flying in?
Mm-hmm.
And make it 12.
Oh, Ralphie was waving his tail, Mary says.
Rafi.
Rafi?
Yep.
Oh, I like that even better. Rafi.
Yeah. I have one where it looks like a bus goes and touches Rafi's tail and then it hits me. But you see up here, this glider?
Yeah.
Underneath the roof?
Yep.
Watch it. And it doesn't fly per se. It doesn't like move as it goes. It just, you know, and then it comes out here after the split.
Wow. Yeah, it's hard to tell what the size would be, right?
Yeah.
Because they shift. Once they shift, they get so much bigger.
Well, what I can say though is
Yeah.
that when it goes to ground,
Mm-hmm.
I kind of get a sense of the size, right? Because I know locations of everything.
Yeah.
Like this is a hose, right? So I know
Okay.
how big that is. I'm gonna let it go at, and you can see here something is coming.
Oh, that's quite lovely. Yeah.
Do you remember the thing at my van?
Yeah. That broke your battery?
Sucked up the battery?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is like one of those. And
Wow.
it's coming in. I don't know, for what purpose, but it comes in and it like scoots around on that line, on the warp coil.
Wow.
And I had one really cool last night. I'm just letting it go a little bit because I wanted to get to the other one. I don't want to spend all day talking to you. Not that I don't want to spend all day talking. I don't want to waste everybody's time.
Hi, Vanavasi.
That was a bust right there, huh?
Hi, Viviani.
Hi,
I
Viviani.
didn't say it. I always look at the chat while I talk to them because it's an ingrained German mom thing.
That's good.
Yeah. Look at people when you talk to them.
But you see, it sets up right here, and it's been there there you go.
Right?
What has been really cool is that I have seen I want to show one more related to this, and maybe we can edit that. I've seen what appears to be, buses or whatever they are. And they will be absorbed by these coils.
So maybe they're the transporters.
It's like they go into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me try and find that, because that was
Okay.
there's also some different shapes than what I've seen before. I'll just end it on last night.
Okay. Yeah, Janet says, Sally, if you ever move back to Massachusetts, it would be interesting to see what you get in a different place.
Yeah, I know. I've thought about that. And that's why I was testing out the bringing my cameras on the road, because I've thought about bringing my cameras on the road kind of for fun,
I bet you're going to get them wherever you are now.
I kind of get that sense myself.
Yeah.
20, 26, 8, 28. Let's just go here and see what we get. Okay, so there's that warp coil that we saw. That was 2 days prior. Now it's at the top rather than down here.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that it's actually kind of somehow around the camera rather than further into the yard as it appears. Let me make sure I get the right time. I'll just let it play. I think a little earlier, 7:59.
Yeah, Warrior, what else? You should vlog your trip to Sedona. That would be fun. Oh, Vanavasi, do you get orbs too with your driveway cams?
Okay, I think this one is at around 7:59. Yeah. See that? You just see
Yes.
that? That kind of
Good.
fast, but let me. It's like the thing came in and then it went into that thing. Seven.
Well, there's lots of action going on there.
Yeah, it's not what I want to show though, but yeah,
Oh, okay.
there is. I'm looking. It's tough when you're trying to find something really specific. I don't truly have the time that of its appearance.
Yeah.
A little harder because
It's okay.
I was in a rabbit hole this morning.
Welcome to my world.
So.
Always. Lots of action going on.
Yeah. Okay, so here's one.
Wow, look at him. And this is last night?
Yeah.
Wow.
There's something here. I mean, there's some kind of different like color in here. You see? Like
Yeah.
pinkish and bluish.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Ness.
So I want to
Deanne would be out there talking to the orbs.
yeah,
Okay, there's one coming in.
it's
Saw that one come right out of the pool.
oh, did you?
Mm-hmm.
There's one over here
Yeah, see them.
flying around. Let me make it go faster.
Wow.
And there's a pretty one.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Just amazing, that one.
Yeah.
Like a piece of candy,
Yeah.
you know, all wrapped up. Wow. Beautiful. Randy says it looked like a bra.
Did you see this went into this? Or
Huh?
you were
No,
talking.
I was looking at Randy.
Geez, guys. Okay, let's again.
Sorry.
So, okay. We need to get to 58:59. Okay, so I'll just let it play. More speed.
Wow. Yeah, they're all over the place, aren't they?
Yeah. Okay, now you got to watch that warp coil.
Okay.
So this little guy that's flying around is going to stretch out and go directly into it. He's doing his loop. I'm going to switch to frame by frame. So he's down below right now, but he's about to pop out.
Okay. Watching.
There he comes.
Oh my gosh, he is going right into it, isn't he?
It sure looks like it.
Yeah, it looks like they are transporters.
Shroom.
Shoom.
It's not the only one I saw that way either last night.
Wow.
I saw another one also. I don't know if I can find it quickly though. This one, 8, 34. Maybe it was after that. I think I've got to make sure.
Okay.
29. I need to get to 29.
That was a big one.
Yeah.
Went by. It's interesting, all this energy coming in right now, and the messages that they're bringing.
Mm.
Whoa.
What's cool is you can see through it. You see that?
Yeah. That's a trip. That was last night?
Yeah.
Gosh. Is he going to go up and go through the warp coil too?
What do you think?
I think he will.
There he went.
Dang, you guys. Wow.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I felt that was a, showing me a little bit more.
Yeah. Bringing you new information, new downloads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you saw that one when it looked like it went in also. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did. It looks like it is some sort of a transporter, vortex even.
Yeah.
Yeah, enormous.
And
that
now
one
spit it out.
Oh, hadn't thought about that. Yeah. Hey, Genie vibes. Yeah, it's a lot. There's a lot of energy coming in here, man. Between this and this morning's meditation group, I'm flying. I don't know about anybody else here. But I'm like, ooh, dizzy. She's so dizzy. Yeah. Lots of energy coming in.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know what this one was. 10. Okay, probably is enough for now, huh?
Well, thank you. That was amazing as usual. So I sure do appreciate you coming in and showing us showing us all that, particularly at the beginning. Anybody that's just getting here, please go back and watch the beginning. It's all amazing, but that's stuff that I have never seen before.
Yeah, some of the older things that I captured were really amazing. I just was not, I was at that time in a place where I wanted to know, what is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it?
Yeah.
It was kind of, I was like Rafi, I got a scent and I'm on the scent.
Yeah. Right. Well, quantifying the quantum world is hard.
Yeah. Well,
the oxymoron.
There's that.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing.
Hi, Viviane.
Oh,
Thanks everybody for coming. I appreciate you.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks everybody for being here. This was a lot of fun. So yeah, watch it on the replay, Jenny or Jenny. Yeah. I think you'll like it.
Thanks, Kelly.
Yeah. Thanks, Kelly. Deanne says, the elders say when we pray, our prayers go to the other side of the mountains. Wow. Yeah. I just heard something like that this morning, Deanne. Interesting. Really interesting. Yeah.
I do have some mountains.
Yeah.
Maybe on the other side.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much, Sally.
You're welcome.
See you later. And everybody here, thank you for being here. And if you're watching this later on, come and meditate with us Monday through Friday, 8:11 a.m. Central.
Yeah, it's always great. I always appreciate, kind of starting out. Well, for me, starting out the day, with coffee and Teri and the tribe. So
yeah, chatting and meditating. Mostly chatting, but we get some meditating done too.
All right.
All right, everybody. Thanks so much. We'll see you later.
Bye-bye.
There we go.